This update, this voice note will lay on the groundwork that was done these past few months before getting to the ultimate information and the recommendation of what you need to do as of this day. For the groundwork that has been done, we have contacted different or law enforcement agency in the top countries. Some people from this community were mandated to champion this effort in their various countries to actually go and deposit a case and start a case against IPC. We have information that IPC has closed from IPC to IP Cloud. That's a known information. And from that, we have gone to different countries where the community are really immense, bigger, to try to understand what went wrong on the ground. And for this effort, I want to thank Dr. Abibola, who is member of the leadership, the Global Task Force leadership, and a leader called Chris, who actually went around Ghana, Nigeria, to understand what is going on and try to start a case with those local Interpol agencies. Unfortunately, they were told that no case about IPC was started in those different countries. That was alarming and that was regrettable, because the information we had was that there were cases started in those countries with the Interpol. It's regrettable to inform you that there was no case started in those countries, but there are representatives there who are working on to start a case with the Interpol there. So if you're from Nigeria and you want to give material support, information, and all those are proofs that will help us actually kickstart that case in Nigeria, where we have the second largest community, that will be great. You will contact me or Dr. Abibola, that will help you coordinate this in the Nigerian and the Ghanaian law enforcement, to the Nigerian and the Ghanaian law enforcement agencies. We equally have some members from the US and South America and Poland who were mandated to champion this in the US and South America. They are yet to get it done. There's some information that they need to concord, meaning the approval of funds, because that's one aspect that is very important. So that is part of the work that was done. Another work that was done is actually a research work to understand who is IPC, where they went to, how did they mute into IP Cloud, what are they doing, have they done a business like that before, are the people behind IPC really 80, or we have some Jamaicans or Nigerians or Americans that actually are starting these businesses and portraying it as if they are legit companies. Those are informations that we try to discover. And I'm happy to inform you that we concretely now understand who IPC is. Sorry, because we're in a public group, I'm not going to disclose the information, the exact information that we got on this lane. But guys, we are close. I had a leadership meeting with the other members of the task force, and I shared with them very sensitive information about who IPC is. Listen, we know who they are. Now, we just need to get our money, and that would take us to the next level. The next level is, how do we get our money? We know that they see us coming. They know what we know because we decided to be open and share this with the community. We wanted to have one step forward. That's why we delayed this update. But now that this will be disclosed, they may be trying to cover themselves up. But it's too late because we already have one feed in. Now, I know you may ask yourself, how do we get our money back as of now? Claim to know who they are. We may not know their names, but we know what organization it is. We know what's your plan, how they work, how they operate, what's the aim behind. And that's one of the reasons why I would tell you to pull out your funds from IP Cloud if you got some funds in there. Because once we actually go full force on them, they will be forced to close IP Cloud. But we are not praying for that. So how do we get our funds? Without giving you a lot of details, I would tell you to do this. And please listen to this one carefully. I will develop this on my next voice note. But listen to this very carefully on how we are going to get our funds. I'm not going to dive in that detailedly. I'm just going to tell you what you can do to help you get your funds back. I won't give you details because you agree with me that the more details I give you, the more those people that are in this group spying us to actually get this information to regroup and counter us. They shouldn't hear what I have to say. So please, you bear with me. I know I promised you complete transparency, but please understand that there are certain technical information that I can't give to you. But my openness and the fact that you are my family is the reason why I am telling you that there is something juicy and something we're doing to get to our aim. And what we're doing will get us into two outcomes, possible outcomes. Either we will get part of our money back, or we will get these people locked up. Either way, we are still winners. As I said in the beginning, there is no assurance that we will ever get our money back. But I prefer to die trying. I'm almost dead right now. But I'm happy to feel that I am doing something good. And I promise you, one of those two outcomes is what will happen. Now, the question is, would you be on the right side of the story? Would you be with us? Because from this voice note and from today, I will know who is with us. I've seen that there are so many people who decided to jump ship and to abandon our effort. We were 9,700 when I left, and we are 9,381 now. And this is making me turn and say, even though my primary aim was people from this group and above will get their money back, but I'm starting to ask myself if the primary people to get their money back shouldn't be the people on this group, the people who decided to stay, to fight, who decided to be there for us, to be there for their fellow humans or their fellow or to the fellow people that lost your money. We have to be there for each other. So, the indications that I will give in the next voice note and the assignments that I will tell you to do it with all your power, because that will determine who gets his money back, who participates in getting those people locked up, and who gets first-hand information if they want to stay into this money-making organized space. Because once you help us get to one of those objectives, either getting our money back or putting them behind bars, we promise you that in this online space you will get first-hand information about who is a potential scammer, who is a potential proer to defraud you from your money, because you will be considered a member of the task force for life. So, I say it again, we may end up not getting our money back, but we will participate in an effort to get these people behind bars. But our first aim, our first objective is to try by all means to get our money back. And what I will ask you to do in my next voice note will lead us very close to getting our money back. So please take it very, very seriously. Thank you. And I'll see you on my next voice note.